All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Train Sim World 2 video live stream. We are on the Long Island Railroad on the M3. So let's get started, and we will talk about Flight Sim. Essentially, what's happened is that the game will not be available until 11 o'clock my time. For whatever reason, whatever reason, Microsoft feels that that they cannot reasonably do anything until this morning, later this morning. For whatever reason. Oops, I unlocked the wrong. Oh wait, oh, you can do both. Okay, but the primary, I guess, is on the. Anyway, good morning, Mick. So yeah, I cannot play until later this morning because of that. So let's see, we need to get our headlights on. Oops. There we go. So we're gonna do this in the interim. I gotta get my brakes up here a bit. There we go. This side shut. Get the other side. Good morning, Amela. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed for I mean, I'm guessing Microsoft has their reasonings for what they're doing, but yeah, so we have to wait until then. So I figured we'd do Long Island Railroad this morning. In the old M3. The lights are off. Oops, and I'm already speeding. Oops, a daisy. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I was a bit disappointed. I did find out somebody was talking to Joe's chat last night that the game wasn't going to be out till like 4 o'clock their time. And sure enough, last night I did find, yeah, Microsoft. So 8 o'clock West Coast in the morning, 11 a.m. East Coast. I'm guessing it sounds like there's going to be an update once the game is out. So we have to, I think that's what it sounded like. Now, I did a huge update sometime last week. I logged onto my Xbox, and then it was like, bam, here's a large update for Flight Sim. You know, that's what it sounded like. I don't know, you know, so, or if it was just the overall game was, you know, they kind of put it out there, and then, you know, there'll be another update, you know, kind of thing. So I know, and I'm sorry, Mick. I trust me, my hopes were up too. I got up this morning and I thought, well, let me just see, because I did order the deluxe version. I pre-ordered it, so they've already got my money. Now, most companies, you pre-order something, it's, you know, generally pre-orders, if you do that, you can play the game like 3 days early. That's how they get people to pre-order, because people aren't going to the store anymore and buying a physical copy of the game. So for whatever reason, Microsoft has, you know, it kind of feels like they're expecting problems on the first day. So I think they'd rather have everybody in the office. If they had done the launch at, you know, a few minutes after midnight and it all fell apart, nobody would have been there for customer support or whatever, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, it's a bit disappointing, to be honest. So we're going to do this in the interim. Then I'll be back in a few hours later to finally go to flight school, so to speak. Yeah, I was like, just, yeah, I was not happy when when I saw that they were in fact delaying the release. It's like staggered around the world. Like they were saying, people in like New Zealand, they can't play it essentially till tomorrow. You know. Yeah, I think it is. I get that sense, but at the same time, I mean, it's Microsoft. You would think that they would have had people in place. They could have gotten it out there, you know, early, or at least the standard version, so people could kind of get in there and start getting a feel for the game, and then you know, later on the day, you know, or if they wanted to wait until later, they had that option, you know. So yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, but we're gonna get through it. So I figured, I was planning on doing Long Island on Friday. I told Amela the other day, because I've not been on this route in a while, and you know, this is her home route, so I figured I'd do her home route today. I'm very angry. Why, Amela? What are you angry for? Or are you hangry instead of angry? Or both? Are you angry and hangry? Yeah, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, we'll eventually. My biggest fear was I was going to get up this morning and say, well, it's not coming out till tomorrow, and I'm just, I was prepared for that bad news. Like, you know, the release was delayed another day or something or whatever. You know, hangry, yes. What have I done now? No. Yeah, you're always hangry. So, but you know, I think we gamers have come to live with disappointment fairly well over the years, you know. And I'm sure there's going to be, if there was forums that I could join, I'm sure the forums are just, you know, kind of like with what happened with the talk of the Rush Hour and how they're going to release it and everything. The forums were, you know, pretty upset. You know, and I think that's the same thing here, is that people are going to be pretty upset about the delay of the release of the game, and you know, especially if you pre-ordered it. Good morning, Pithers. Good morning, Josh. So yeah, we have to wait for flying until a little bit later. I tried to look last night. Also, I was, you know, kind of just doing a bit of research on my own, and I was trying to figure out what was could they show any kind of gameplay. They showed like outside views. They didn't show like using the controls or whatever. You know, like your controller. So I honestly don't know what to expect. Now they do today. Guess who got platinum on Fart? You did, Pithers. Who, not me. I can relax now. Well done on platinum. I'm excited. Is up there with you, Rob. Yeah, I can't wait to show it to you guys. I'm really excited about it. You know, I'm really happy to share another passion of mine with you all. So yeah, I can't wait. So, yeah, there's just so much that I mean, I watched the trailers and everything. The trailers look phenomenal, of course. You know, but as far as expectations and what we will and won't be able to do, I have no idea. We won't know for about 4.5 hours. Oh, look at that stop. That's the way we start the service. Early and right on the button. Stuff at Microsoft. Yeah, nice, Pithers. Congratulations on that. I know you were working pretty hard at getting all that done. I think I've only barely scratched the surface of achievements on Farm Sim on my Xbox. I have to fell some trees. There's one for that, and I've never really messed around with the forestry thing. So, yeah. Lots to do on there. That I haven't been on that game in ages either. You know what? That's what I should have done this morning. That's what I probably should have. I should have just done a Farm Sim stream. Just for the heck of it. Because I've not done that on the channel, I don't think. Yet. And I do have a small farm that I could have done some stuff on. Although Pithers probably would have given me an earful because I did use the government subsidy signs. And so I've got like a gazillion dollars. Yeah. I probably would have gotten an earful on that. That's true farmers. Well, I mean, there are government subsidized farms, and it does help out farmers in their, but that's like you're getting gobs of money, and so government subsidizing. I know. Well, I just figured I'd try it just to see, what does it impact? How does it impact the game? All right, let's get out of here. On our way to Jamaica. So we're going Jamaica, and then Mineola will be next. Looks like it's a limited stop service, but I do kind of like the look of the old M3s. Have to admit, so yeah. Figured we'd run these. Plus, I need to get some miles up in this and get my levels up as well. Mr. Breimer, as long as you're enjoying the... Yeah, I know. But I know, oh god, if Pete sees that, if Pete's lurking, he's probably going to be like, oh, Mr. Breimer, you really let me down here with the farming. As long as you're enjoying... Yeah, I know. But, yeah. But we'll... Yeah, I didn't know how much you would get, and it just started adding up very quickly, and I'm like, holy crap. I don't have to take any loans out. I can buy whatever equipment I want. I can, yeah, so, but yeah, I've not been on there in a while. I'd start a farm, and then I'd just kind of go like, yeah, never really stuck with it, so... And I would admit, I mean, if you're doing it all by yourself, it can be an overwhelming task. It does help if you have people come on the farm and help you. There's no doubt about that. Now, Mello, correct me if... don't worry, I have to tell. Well, he might be lurking in the street right now, or he may watch it again later, so... Sorry I let you down there, Pete. There's nice, but is that knob a hostage situation? Is there no way of a agreement you come to get it early? Oh yeah, by the way, my missus has found me a PS5, but she won't let me have it until my birthday's... Oh! Well, congratulations. Well, I mean, that's not too far away. We're almost in August, so... Yeah. That's not too far away. But at least now you know you got it. And all that. So congratulations on that as well. So I was gonna... Nice turn to get the PS5 early, so it looks I'll be waiting until my birthday. So Umbella, the M3s, they're completely out of service in real life, aren't they? If I remember correctly. I kind of feel like they are. I think they were all retired. It's M7s and M9s or M10s. I don't know the Long Island Railroad that well. Milla could tell us more since she's always on the line. Seems like. Stalking the drivers. Ooh boy, I better get on the brakes here. Only Metro North. Oh, only Metro North runs them. Okay. So basically, Long Island Railroad gave them over to Metro North, or did they scrap their fleet entirely? Alright, coming into Jamaica. This is always the tricky part here. Because you come in, once we get past this signal and hang that left kind of to go over the other tracks there, we go down a very steep incline. Well, I mean, it's not super steep, but it just feels steep. But, yeah, it's hard to get to that 15 mile an hour. No, Metro North had their own. Okay, so they scrapped. So Long Island basically scrapped their M3s. I guess it makes sense, but also if you think about it. Ooh, we got a red right there. Ah, crap! We're gonna spad this. I think. Maybe not. Oh Lord. Good thing I saw that in time, because I'm so used to my brake being on my left trigger pad. Of course, I stop and then it does that to me. You rat bastards. Yeah, I've like pulled the left trigger. I'm like, why am I not going anywhere? Oh, why is it not slowing down? So yeah, this is the difficult part. You just come in here and it's, yeah. I always you have to like be very precise with this. But yeah, look at that, 2.6% downhill. And then for whatever reason, once you're on a flat ground, it's still like it's go. Oh, now we go up to 3.5. It's like we still keep speeding up, and so you have to kind of ride the brake. It seems like until you get past a certain point, and then you can. Like I have to go below 15, like that. But watch, it's like we're speeding up again. Yeah, see. I think it's just the momentum of the train behind us coming down the hill. I think we're okay now. There we go. Hey, good morning. Cheers, Bithers. Enjoy your trip. Enjoy your time with your mom. Good morning, Blaze. Almost afternoon. And then also, usually there's a red here instead of this yellow at the end of the platform. Oh, did we get it? No. Oh, we did. It's hard to tell sometimes if you're still going to get the max points. So far, so good. We did end up with we're still early, which is good. MTA, Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Not to be confused with the Port Authority. 750 volts. Let me stick my hand in there and see what happens. So there's our power system because we have that third rail. That's how we draw power. And then it'll switch over to this side as we leave. Trying to get a view of that right there. That's how we draw the power. It's just back right. Oh, doggone it. Not good, got a headache. Well, drink lots of water. Sometimes you get headaches because you're dehydrated. Have something simple to eat, and you'll feel better soon. I think Amel's got a headache too. She's not been to the fridge yet this morning to see what she's going to eat today. Oh, so Mela, last night when you were driving in Joe's stream, I cheekily asked you a question. Morning, Mr. Addies, welcome. About what's your most favorite food ever? So I think you were so wrapped up in your driving over there in Germany that you didn't see the question. Although I wasn't being serious, I was kind of half joking because the usual suspect was asking Joe what his favorite, steam train is and whatnot. So yeah, I can't help but be sarcastic when that question gets asked. All right, Mineola, then Hicksville. Yeah, wow, this is a quick service. I'm too old for these kids' parties. I'm exhausted. Yeah, I was going to ask you how it went, Mick, because I kept thinking last night, I wonder if Mick's going to stream, and then you did, and I'm like, yeah, he's probably too tired from the party. So hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully your daughter had a good time. It'll have to be lasagna. Oh, I like lasagna. I think my well, I don't think it was ever. Well, no, my mom made lasagna, but it wasn't like completely made from scratch, kind of thing. Whereas I think if my grandmother made it, it would have been. Well, no, I don't think she would have made noodles from scratch. Although she probably used to know how to do that. But she baked more from scratch than I think she made stuff like that. The only other thing she made scratch was stuffing for Thanksgiving. That would be about it. Alright, let's get on the loud pedal and go. We got 8.2 miles to cover. I'm sure we're going to have a reduction in speed at some point before we get to Mineola, which is right there, and then Hicksville's right there. Maybe one of these three platforms that we're going to stop at. That specific suspect cringe. Yeah, I know. So, yeah. But yeah, flight sim later today. if there is an update, I'm going to try to get it going as quickly as possible so that it downloads. Usually I have really good internet speed, and my Xbox is plugged into my router, so it goes fairly quick. So I'm hoping we get if there isn't a day one update, we get that done. I'll get in, we'll go flying, and fingers crossed we're going to fly from Hayward to Monterey. That's my goal. Before the end of the week, we are going, if we can, somehow, some way, I'm going to see if that airport's there. Hayward to Monterey. But if not, we'll do like maybe if we could do Oakland to Monterey, that might be the next best thing. But yeah, home route to my favorite place because of Laguna Seca. So we'll see if we can combine the two. Not home route. Closest thing to home airport. Chef and waiter all day. In the evening, a bartender was busy. Yeah, I remember. So when my mom turned 60, it was a big to do. We V and my stepbrother and stepsister and my biological brother, we all were there for her birthday, and yeah, it was bad. So there's a little story with that as well, since we'll do a quick story time. So my mom's birthday, right, and I had bartended a bit for the party and helped out, whatnot. And so finally I sit down to eat, and so my mom says, "Oh, hey Rob, I want to introduce you to my," I think it was the woman who does her nails or hair, one of the two. But anyway, so I'm thinking she's introduced me like, she's single. And so then my mom, so she makes it out, and my stepbrother thought the same thing. Wow, mom's introducing you to, she's very attractive and everything. And then my mom, oh yeah, she's just here for a short while. Her boyfriend, and even my stepbrother was like, later on, he was like, wow, you just got dissed at your mom's birthday party. Oh, I was like, wow. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to introduce you, and I told her so much about you. It was like a setup. And hopefully, Mick, I will meet your expectations and then some. I have high expectations as well. Trust me. I am like a kid in the candy store thinking about this whole thing, that finally, without having to spend thousands of dollars on a PC system, that I get to actually fly flight sim. And yeah, I am really looking forward to it, because it is one of my other passions that got supplanted by car stuff. Once I went to historic races, I kind of got bit by that car bug, and there's so much stuff to learn about. Not just the drivers, but the cars and the design. Excuse me, there's so much to learn, and you just like with anything else, there's just, you'll never learn everything. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. Hello, Patrick. Good morning. Almost afternoon. Welcome. We got this stop and one more. We are on the Long Island Railroad, the M3. We're going to Hicksville is our final destination. And then we are going to be wrapping up the stream. We'll be back in about 4 hours. 4.5, because if there is an update, I don't know if there is. I have to find out for sure first. And then once that's downloaded, we'll hop in, we'll go live, and we'll give it a shot and see how well we do flying with the controller. I do want to get that. It's a bundle for like $200 plus shipping and handling and taxes. They have the throttle, the flight stick, and the the pedals. If you order it, it takes about 2 weeks to get. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna come up with the money for that, because that would be phenomenal. So yeah, we're just so this is Amella's home route that we're doing. Peninsula Corridor is my home route. So I was going to wait till Friday, but because of the delay, that Flight Sim won't be out till 11 a.m. my time. I figured we'd do her home route now. We may still do it Friday. If we do, we'll do it on the M7 on Friday, so Amella gets a double dose of her home route. So, which I'm happy to do. I've not been on here in quite some time, so. Alright, coming into Mineola, and we are way early. Holy crap, we are early. Which means we're probably going to be late getting into Hicksville. Oh boy, this is going to be... We're going to stop in time or no? I think we will. But yeah, fingers crossed. If I can do that, I will be so happy if I can fly from Hayward to Monterey. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. But we'll know. We'll know for sure in a couple hours. We are like 10 minutes early. Wow! Oh, we nailed that stop too. Nice. Yeah, we got like a 10-minute wait. Wow. Oh, good. Get to Amella just in time for lunch. Yeah. Yeah, I've not been on this. I do like this route. It's just one of those ones that, because we've got so much, it kind of just goes by the wayside. So let's check our... So we are doing a 10-car service. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 10-car service. Yeah. We are, it shouldn't just say on time, it should say early. But those PIS boards look pretty solid, I think. I mean, it gives us all the best information that we could ask for. So. But yeah. I do like, you know, I don't, you know, I've not ridden on the Long Island Railroad, so I can't comment on any of it. Mello for sure could. One of these days, since Amella's on the Xbox, we should do like a, we should try to do a stream together, Amella, and you could point out different things about it. Get the latte ready. Oh, how about, bacon and cheese bagel. That does sound good, but how about Stroop waffle? With that latte. That sounds good too. Don't forget the Stroop waffles. Now, I did get to try them when I was flying. They come in a little package like they were like a cookie size, and they were pretty decent. They were, you know, they were chilled because they had to be, you know, refrigerated, I think, until they served them on the plane. But they were pretty tasty. But I can imagine what fresh, you know, freshly made Stroop waffles, that must be amazing. but the little cookie ones, I don't know. Did I hear stroopwafel? Yeah, you did. Oh, every time I posted a picture of stroopwafels, Bella would be like, "Are you kidding me?" Again? That was the thing that United was handing out with their little thing that you get for free while you fly to eat. You had that. You had like a little. What else did you have? You had like a. I forget what all we had, but it was the free stuff. If you wanted more, you had to pay for it. But of course, like the flight from Newark, New Jersey to Syracuse, there was absolutely no service on the flight. Probably most in part due to the fact that we hit such bad weather that the stewardesses would have been bouncing off the ceiling, I think. Good morning, Glenn. Yeah. Yeah, that was I'd never had them before either, and when they I'm like, wait a minute, is this the mythical stroopwafel that I've heard so much about? But it's like a prepackaged, so I don't think it has the same sort of wow factor as, you go somewhere and they make them, fresh for you. Like if you go to a restaurant, they make waffles or pancakes right there or something. So, yeah. I don't think it has that same, grab you by the horns and make you fall in love with food again. Oh, we are super early. When are we supposed to get into Hicks 8:05? Hicksville's not far, so I feel like we're going to be on time for Hicksville even. I would get out, but I've gotten all the collectibles at all the stations. It was a bit difficult to find all these because there were some at the, let's see. Like these were very difficult to find because some of them were hidden around corners and stuff. Good morning, Pulse. Yeah, I didn't expect to be that early. We're like 10 minutes early. Welcome to the stream, Pulse. Hey, my wingman is here. Yeah, Mick. I'm curious to see when your cohort with F1, how you guys get along in the game once you start streaming that. Looking forward to that as well. Who's going to be the lead driver? Who's going to win the championship? Is it going to come down to the wire between the two of you? I want to take some screenshots when I play. So on the Xbox, if you press and hold X, it'll bring up the screenshot. And then you hit A to upload it to Dovetail Live. Now, it does help if you have a Dovetail Games account. And then you go to there, and then you can download them right onto your desktop. Oh, it actually took a picture. Hey, it's successful, finally. The issue with that is sometimes the system is down. What I found is you have to make sure you're logged into your account on your computer, and then also if it's still giving you problems, log out of your Dovetail Games account on your console, and then log back in. So whether it's PC or whether it's Xbox or PlayStation, I'm not sure how you do it on PlayStation. It should tell you. I'm guessing whatever the X button is on the PlayStation. Mick, do you know? But yeah, I've tried to do it where I get a picture of all the trains I've driven, and sometimes it's just that the system's acting up and it won't allow me to save a photo. So, but yeah, you can kind of get down low here. You can get a screenshot while you're going down the tracks, at speed, and you know, sometimes, you know, you can wait till later in the day, or practice on how to keep the cars on the track at the moment. Yeah, I can imagine. All right, let's get the doors shut. But yeah, whatever the X button is on the PlayStation controller, I think that's the same configuration. You just press and hold that button, and then it should do a screenshot. But I could be wrong. Maybe somebody who's a PlayStation player can confirm that for us. But yeah, that's one of the fun things that they do in the game, I think, is having the ability to do the screenshot stuff. So I like it because then I can say, oh yeah, I remember when I drove this service. Like I did, I have a fairly good shot of when I did the Union Pacific AC 4400 on Sand Patch Grade. That was fun. But yeah, oh yeah, one of these days, Saturday, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to bring well, yeah, no, tomorrow is gonna be Bakerloo. Thursday is Clinchfield. Friday we'll be back here on Long Island in the M7. Saturday we're going to try to do a off the rails scenario. We're going to try to bring the F7 over to Tees Valley line and do a freight service on there with the F7. Just for fun. Nice. Glad to hear that, Glenn. Oh, we can get on our way. Yay. Alright, let's get up 6.2 miles to Hicksville. I know just outside of Hicksville we will see some reductions in speed. I think it goes like 60, 40, something like that. And then, so we should be there on time. I'd be surprised if we end up late. But yeah, Saturday we're gonna try to do an off the rails F7 freight service on the Tees Valley line, and then maybe Sunday we'll bring the two Class 37s over and do a freight service on. We'll try to do a short one on Clinchfield. See how that gets on. I think they need a few adjustments, like the damage that's going on the rear ring and boards. Oh. Yeah, see, that's one of the things in racing that I noticed too. If you have the damage on, that the other drivers, even the AI drivers, will hit you. They take no damage, but you're always the one in the pits getting repairs, and then you never have a chance to win. And that does get frustrating after a while. Okay, well, I'll be over there in a minute. We're gonna wrap up here as soon as we get to Hicksville, so I'm gonna relocate over to the larger PC so I can actually see the screen. So yeah, oops, speeding. Yeah. Even more so when you race it with Jason. Oh. Yeah, see, I've always had a tough time with multiplayer in games like that because you have a lot of people that just come in just to wreck other players. And it just, you know, whether it's intentional or not, you know, they have you know, it's like they can't control the car, they're all over the place, or they intentionally will wreck you. And it just, you know, after a while, it's like you can't play the multiplayer anymore. So yeah, we'll be wrapping this up. So yeah, that'll be a nice way to spend some time until Flight Sim comes out. I'll watch you drive around Europe some more. So you ought to stream it as well, Abella, so we can see what you're doing. Yeah, why not? Put it on Twitch so we can watch it. We watch you and Joe. That'd be a nice thing. Well, I do appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out for a while. Please do leave a thumbs up if you appreciated what we did this morning. We will be back in just about 4 hours or so with Flight Simulator on the Xbox. First look, first tries. See how we fare. Yeah. So we will give it a go. See if we can remain airborne and land with the controller. Alright, coming into Hicksville, we are stopping right there, the middle platform. And then this does go on, you know, it says there'll be another driver will take over for the next part of the service. So, but yeah, looking forward to your adventures in Europe again, Amela. It was fun yesterday. And doggone it, talk on the CB with Joe. Come on. I thought that said 40. Was there another one right after that for 30, maybe? That I just didn't see in time? Guess so. So we got the double. We're gonna open both doors to do our passenger exchange. We've got a little bit of a buffer between our stop point and the red light there. And we are early again. Wow, this has been a phenomenal service. We've been early, we've hit our stop points. And we did it again. I love it. That is a breakfast for F1 cars. Yeah, it's been good. We've had a good service today. Took us just about an hour to do. Max points. 48 minutes. Yeah, there we are. About 27 miles, so that's not too bad. So there we are. That's going to be it for today. See you guys in about 4 hours or so. Again, as soon as 11 o'clock hits, like I'm going to be sitting in my chair like at 10:50, ready for 11. If there is an update, download it, and we'll get started. Okay? I will see you then. It's a bring your own beverage flight. Bring your own food, bring your own beverage. There will be no in-flight service. So anyway, that's going to be it for now.